Stephon Marbury's status in the CBA and China has grown to a level nobody could have predicted. But the former NBA All-Star has certainly faced a great deal of adversity and criticism in his career, particularly when playing for the New York Knicks. And his efforts to overcome personal struggles have had a profound effect on him. Your popularity is verging on cult status level. You are worshipped in many ways. Very positive, but do you think this
is... That's not positive, right?
That's what I want to ask.
I'm asking you, is that positive?
I think in some ways, because it can draw attention, it can stick out. It's like an iceberg poking up on the ocean.
What do you really want to say?
Do you think that focus on the individual is positive for the CBA, with your, again, the focus on yourself? Will there ever be another...
Is this your question, or is this your personal question? Or
I guess so.
Is this your personal question, or did CCTV ask you?
Oh, no, nothing like that.
But this is your question?
Yeah, this is genuinely my question.
Genuinely or yours?
Genuinely mine.
All right, okay. That was a lot. you backed up, you said what you said, and you said a lot. But I'm going to answer it this way. All of what has happened had nothing to do with me. This was all by God. This was all designed by God before I was born. This was already written. I just had to live in my life during this time to do all of what's been happening. All of what's been happening had to take that. I had to take all of that time for it to grow and to mature into all of this. When I came to China, I didn't come to China to receive any of what I received after being treated the way how I was treated after I left America. What went on and what goes on in Beijing is what go on in Beijing. This is how the people feel about me and what they felt I deserved, right? Because we won. Because they never won in 29 years, and all they wanted was one. That's all they asked for. They said, we just won one championship. We got 3. So that feeling that the people feel when we got 1, can you imagine how they felt when we got 2, and then when we got 3? So what's happening is it's encouraging young guys from America, from China, to push, to have something to push towards, because there's something else happening in another league. You said David Stern tried to put players and then use that as the template to make the NBA big, right? What player was that?
In particular?
One person that you know from the top of your head.
Well, I mean, in the current game, obviously.
No, not the current game, in basketball. I'm talking about the whole NBA.
Well, Jordan, obviously.
Okay, you said it. You didn't want to say it, but you said it. And I know you didn't want to say it, but you want to have a conversation with me, so we're going to talk. Because I don't know if you know who you're talking to, but I'm not just a basketball player. So, for me, knowing that all of these different things are possible, in a whole nutshell of it all, I don't look at the CBA as them making me the person like how David Stern tried to make Michael Jordan the person. See, you know that philosophy and that understanding. I don't understand that philosophy here. Because I'm not treated like that here. I'm treated just like everybody else. I just earned that stuff based upon how the Beijing people feel from us winning 3 championships. You understand what I'm saying?
I do, man.
And I want you to understand, so when you go back and you tell your friends or you talk to other people, you could just say it's not just on camera, it's real. Because I've seen it, I watched it, I read about it. You understand what I'm saying?
I do. I think your story is seriously inspiring, man.
So it keeps it that way because it has purity. Yeah. Because everyone knows my story from back at home. But see, at home, people want to use what I did 20 years ago
to define you and now or all time. Yeah.
Exactly. You know, remember when I did the Ustream thing? Yeah. You see me TV, live on TV, live and direct, funky fresh in the flesh. You know when I used to
I do
I'm
remember.
doing me. me, I'm doing me. And everybody said, oh, he's crazy, he's eating Vaseline. I said, you call me crazy for eating Vaseline, but you don't call the person who's taking cocaine and slipping it up their nose. But I'm crazy for eating Vaseline? I'm like, are you trying to make me believe that? Okay, all right, on Earth, that's what you want me to believe? No, you're not going to make me think I'm crazy because somebody told you to say that I'm crazy. I know you don't think that I'm crazy because if you talk to me, I'm speaking to you with a conscious mind and a sound mind. So how am I crazy? You're not even here. You're sleepwalking. You think you're here, but you're not. This is what I'm thinking when certain people are saying certain things.
Marbury endured a difficult journey that eventually led him to China and finally a new home in Beijing. He derives much of his confidence from his fans whose devotion extends to the guard both on and off court.
I consider them the best on the earth.
Why? What makes them so
It's
amazing?
the energy,
What is
man.
it you've played? You played
the
at the
energy.
highest level around the world.
It's the energy. That's all I can say, the energy that they give you.
And does that energy come from them knowing the game, their devotion?
When I make a move, when I do certain things, I know they know my game. I know they know basketball. When they go, ooh. It's hard to make a whole crowd of 19,000 people go, ooh. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about when you hear it at the same time. That drives you and make you want to do it again. When you hear this, for me, I say they're the best fans. Other people may not feel that way, but for me, they're the best fans on the earth because they give me an energy to make me do my job the best that I can do, and they keep me pumped up and keep me electrified. I mean, you hear somebody scream MVP as loud as they can. I mean, that makes you feel good because they really believe it, and they make me believe it even more.
As to the future, the 39-year-old's long career is nearing an end, but that doesn't mean Marbury's time in China will end with it. The American considers Beijing a second home and plans to give back to the CBA by helping basketball grow in the country.
I mean, there's a variety of things that I'm going to help them do in time. My input alone is just, a vision of what I see that will be possible for them to continue to grow the way how they want to grow. To be able to infuse the things that I've done and incorporate that into all of the players and athletes who need that psychological understanding on how to move forward. Because I've been through it.
Is there any of the young generation coming up in China that you've got your eye on? Any future stars that you see emerging? Anybody in particular that you want to tap?
All of them. All of them. I mean, all of them. I see all of them I know fully trained, doing all of the things that they're supposed to do, mixed with their culture of how they play basketball. I trust that I'm able and I'm capable to help them get better than what they were. And that's all I want to do. If I can help you get better, I did my job.
Yeah.
I don't got to make you into a star. I got to help you get better. And I think I can do that.
Let's go. Let's make it hard, baby. Let's make it hard. Let's fit it in. Let's fit it in. Go!